Hey, what's good, boxing fans? Thanks for pressing play on another Bite Down Boxing video. I'm the host of the Bite Down Boxing podcast, Wood. Shout out to my roundbyroundboxing.com family, womenofboxing.com family, and of course, me over at bitedownboxing.com. Tough week, past week for Deontay Wilder, WBC undefeated heavyweight champion. This situation with Top Ranks Bob Arum inserting himself in the mix this week is really pretty foul. What we learned with the Tyson Fury camp sitting with the 50-50 deal for at least a week, I believe. Working this thing out on the side with Bob. Bob going on a media, on his media run, kind of selling it as I'm here for the betterment of boxing. I'm here to make the situation better. I'm here to maximize Tyson's earnings horizon and whatnot. And one thing that pissed me off before we get back to Deontay Wilder, the one thing that really was disheartening was the fact that while Bob Arum comes in talking about a new day in boxing and the importance or the rise of ESPN Plus, the ESPN Plus app, and all of the different platforms that are available and the different options, etc., etc., etc. And then when he gets to talking about the Wilder and Fury rematch, it's back to pay-per-view. And I'm sorry, I'm going to side with, and it doesn't have to be the zone. It doesn't have to be the zone that I'm advocating. But I think this is a solid talking point here for Eddie Hearn that $100, $95, $85 for pay-per-views, that's just not something that I as one person without a lot of friends, I don't like arguing and debating with people or trying to sell a fight. Can we get together for this fight? Are we going to hang out for this fight? Are you coming through? You going to fall through for this fight? I don't want to be bothered with none of that. And then on the fights like the Pacquiao-Broner that really wasn't even pay-per-view worthy in my opinion, and then wasn't that great of a card, wasn't that great of a fight, very little drama in it, that really wasn't worth $75. So for me, here on out, the only alternative course of action I really have is the fact that this Fathom Events is putting out the information on how to go check out these pay-per-views at the movie theater for $20 or $25. I'm cool with that. I can rock with that. But anyway, with Bob inserting himself into the mix, and it really puts Wilder across a barrel. And I respect Deontay coming out on the various podcasts this week, reassuring his supporters and positioning himself and talking about what his options are. But I think in many respects, any fight that he would have to go to other than Fury, is it's less lucrative. I mean, it's not as worth his time the way that the trajectory that he had things going. So I just think it's unfortunate and veering off course again for a quick second. But this whole thing is kind of like, I don't know if you've seen this movie called Maggie's Game, Molly's Game or Maggie's Game. I think it's Molly's Game. My bad, but it has Jessica Chastain in it. But she was running this illegal poker game and being a female and kind of being the person with the least amount of capital. She was overseeing this game and grew this game into this weekly poker game out in Los Angeles. she grew this into a multi-million-dollar, annual business. And then while she was running it, there were allegiances being formed at the table as these guys were playing, and she had a disagreement with the main guy. I think his name was the Big Fish or something. Was what the nickname, because it's a true story. But she had a falling out with him because he wanted to taint the game by allowing another player to play, but he was going to be backing or staking that guy. And Molly was like, well, that's going to compromise the integrity of my game. It can't happen. And then this actor, this Hollywood actor, was like, well, you're out then. And the next week, she went to run her game to get set up to host the game, and nobody showed up. They called her on the way to the spot and was like, hey, the game is back over at the original spot. So she taking the game from her former employer, built it up to something new, started it in a new place, was running, and then, like I said, this other dude just took the game from her, and she had to move. She actually moved out to New York City. But that's similar to here what's going on with Deontay Wilder, who was sitting in a position of power, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and here it is. Fury had the opportunity to step right back in to a big time moment and fight for a world title and fight on pay-per-view and fight over here in the States, and then reclaim his career. And now here it is, we turn around and run it back, and you did some snake stuff like this. So this is very unfortunate. It seems like there's a way that Wilder may or could possibly lose handling the promotion, and then if he doesn't want to go along with that, could lose his title, and that's pretty pathetic. What's happened here, and I don't know if the WBC can. I mean, they probably can do whatever they want to do, but at the end of the, excuse me, and then lastly, in closing, for Bob to come out and act like the good thing here, like nobody else knows what they're doing here. Nobody else knows how to run this game here. So let me come in and show you how to do this. To send out this tremendous offer, quote unquote, and try to tie this man up for 5 fights is it's an ugly part of boxing, and to put all these eyes back on the heavyweight division, have a lot of life and a lot of options for the heavyweight division, to sit here and upset the apple cart like this is damn near shameful. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see what transpires, how this plays out. And let me get out of here. Tonight I'm headed up to Michigan for a card, club card with second to none promotions. Looking forward to that. Anybody that made it to this far in the video, next week in Columbus, Ohio is a phenomenal event for boxing fans. We're getting like 3 heavyweights, one of them being, I think he's in the top 10 now, Junior Fa is headlining this. It's a DeBella Entertainment card. A phenomenal opportunity for Midwest boxing fans, Ohio boxing fans, to check out, this level of, like I said, there's 2 or 3 other heavyweights on there. One being the kid from, he's still kind of green though. I think his last name is Green. Alante Green, I believe. I think he's out of Cleveland. He's on there. Then a couple of split T management guys in Ardrell Holmes and Isaiah Sting, who was supposed to be on the podcast this week, but I'm about to get on the road. So, hey, let me get on out of here, man. We'll see how all of this plays out. Please become a subscriber. Please hit the like button if you like my analogy to Molly's game. Idris Elba is also in that one, but low key a good movie, on a Sunday or a Saturday night if you don't have nothing to do. It's a well done flick that I didn't even know about, and it came out in 2017. But look, I'm out, man. Peace. Enjoy all the action tonight, and the Zone What else is out there? Showtime in less than 2 hours. So that's what's up. Peace.